Hi, my name is Rachel K. Brookmeyer, and I'm the director of Sahara Dance, DC's Center for Middle Eastern Dance. And we're about to do a little Sahara Dance sampler class together. Here at our studios, we offer 4 different types of belly dance classes. And the first are technique classes to break down some of the movements on how to belly dance. And then we also offer a sweat and shimmy class, so we get an active cardio workout while dancing. And the third class is our stretch and flow class. And that's more of a slow, meditative, introspective style class. And then last, we have specialty classes where we delve into special topics like Middle Eastern folk dance or drumming or rhythms or musicality. So we'll sample the first 3 classes now together, and this is for all levels. And the objective is to move and enjoy our bodies and learn a little bit about the culture and music and dance forms of the Middle East, North Africa, and Central Asia. Welcome. Okay, with me, let's start with a gentle warm-up. Feet are parallel and knees are soft. We're just gonna prepare our body for movement and dance. So taking a big breath in, and then exhale. And again, filling the lungs, dropping the shoulder blades down the back, and exhale. And one more time, inhale, opening the sides of the ribs, and exhale. And gently roll your shoulder blades forward and then back. One more time to the back. And let's alternate. And then floating the arms out, stepping the feet a little closer together, rolling the shoulders still, reaching through the fingertips. And now bending your knee and dropping that same hip, opening the side body. And bend the other knee, drop the hip and open the side body. Now first knee reaching up and other side reaching up, shoulder down, alternating, coming up, up, up. 4 more, keep the chest open, the belly engaged. And then slide the hips side and side, opening the side of the hips. 2 more. And feet together, slide the ribs side and side. And now let's roll the hips in a big circle, stretch the front of the hip flexors and stretch back, chest is up. One more time, forward. And hips go back, reversing, forward, and hips go back, chest is up, again, open the hips forward, and back. And now pull the belly button into the spine and actively tuck the tailbone under, trying to fold at the waist. Again, pull in and tuck. One more time, pull in and tuck. Good, let's start with a little bit of movement. We're gonna take one hip to the back in a horizontal figure 8 pattern. And so we're drawing a figure 8 with the hips parallel to the floor. Hands are just floating out. And this is one of our many undulations. A little faster, hip, hip. Good. And now shoulders rolling again and bringing the ankle and knee in. Other side, shoulders rolling. This is a shoulder undulation. Back to our hip undulation, the figure 8 to the back. Trying to keep the upper body still. And now rolling our hips in a circle around the spine. So up, tuck, up, neutral, up, tuck, up, neutral. And reverse. Really pulling the belly engaging in, feeling the core engaged. Last time, up, tuck, and breathing. Take a big breath in. And exhale, and we'll continue right away. Again, in our posture for dance, our knees are going to stay soft, our feet are going to stay close together. We're going to keep the low belly hugging into the spine, lengthening through the sacrum. Grab with your thumbs the back of the rib cage and pull up, up, up out of the waist. So you're getting longer through the side body. Drop the front of the ribs down and keep that length through the back of the waist. Draw the tips of the shoulder blades down the back, opening space around the neck. Lengthen up through the back of the neck. And then float the elbows back, space under the armpits, long fingers framing your hips. Starting with our first accent, just warming up the hips. Alternating the knees by bending and stretching and letting everything around the hips be jiggly. You want a lot of jiggle when we start our shimmies. That's part of the practice, learning to enjoy the jiggle. So keep bending and stretching the knees without locking the knees, heels are down. And this is our first hip accent in the vertical plane. And we're going to speed it up into our first shimmy. 5, 6, here we go, shimmying the hips. So you're just alternating your knees as much as you can. Back and forth, letting the hip bones go up and down, but trying to stay isolated below the rib cage. And there are many shimmies that we'll do, but not all of them today. Keeping your collarbones wide, neck is long, back is open. For 4, a little bigger, 3, 2, let's do our second shimmy. Pull the belly in, stretch the knees a little straighter, open the arms wide. We're gonna twist at the waist. Try to keep your hands still. Here we go, twist and twist. And then we speed it up again, let everything jiggle and twist. But try to isolate so it's below the waist. The hands hardly move. This is our twisty shimmy. Or sometimes it's referred to as a Turkish shimmy, though it's associated with all different styles of belly dance. Keep going, keep breathing so you don't get a side cramp. And here at Sahara Dance, we teach mostly based on Egyptian style, Middle Eastern dance, but with Lebanese and American influences. So we're gonna do just 4 more counts, a little bigger. And release, little pulse up. So let's try our first traveling step. This little bounce, little heartbeat of Egyptian dance. Here we go, up, up, up. And walking forward a little and back. Once more, forward and back. And now back to the hip shimmy, alternating the knees, getting warm. And now float the arms up as an additional layer. And then outline the body. And again, up and outline. And let's go to that twisty shimmy again. Big and jiggly. Stretch the arms. If you want an additional challenge, let's add the arm path. Inhale up and outline. And again, up and outline. Bouncy walk up, 2, 3, 4, and back. Hip accents, 1, 2, 3, 4, and shimmy. And twisty, big as you can. Same combo, up, 2, with happiness in the eyes. Hip accents, and big shimmy, hip shimmy. Twisty, as big as you can. Keep the twisty going. Add an arm path for fun. Exhale. Pose. Good job, you did some shimmies. Let's keep going. And so we're gonna work a little bit with some undulations. And here in this practice, we're sampling from the stretch and flow class. So in our angled pose, keeping the low belly in, breathing in, open up through the back, draw the shoulder blades down the back, and then open behind the body and outline. Other side, again, inhale. And exhale, keeping all this length in the spine, and then bringing that sensual quality into belly dance or Middle Eastern dance. You're gonna start just by circling the hip, one hip only. going from inside to outside. And part of this practice is to really drop into the body and into the felt sensations within the hip. And so seeing how much you can feel of the body moving from the inside out. Let's try the other side. Angled pose, belly in, open the back. Circling the hip from the inside out. Just moving the hip, not the knee or the hands. And if it helps, lower the eyes or close the eyes so you can really attune to the sensations in the body. It's kind of like tuning our instrument, which is our body, for dance, preparing the body to dance and be extra aware. And now, posing, little shoulder undulations with the arms. And take a breath in. Hopefully feeling a little more alive in the body, a little more sensitized. And we'll continue on with a little bit more work in the core, keeping that felt sense of aliveness in the pelvis. So shift the pelvis forward, feet together, and then pull back and in, out, out. And so this is our pelvic undulation, sometimes referred to as a camel. Let's try it in the other side. Shoulders are down, hips are being framed by your hands. And now with our horizontal figure eight back, 2 more, stretch through the fingertips. It'll just be a series of stretchy undulations. And then now our hip shimmy. Breathing big, opening the back and add the arms up and outline the body. Keep the hips going, 1 more time with the arms. And then add little undulations if you'd like. Back to the pelvic undulation and in, out, in. Hips go forward, pull back. Good. Twisty shimmy. Open the arms, little bouncy walk. Slow and quick, 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 quick. Back to twist. Open through the fingers. Keep the twist, add the arms coming up and open. Let's try a different undulation. Vertical circle, mostly with the ribs. Again, up and down. Other leg in front, reverse the circle up and down. Going slowly and finding your range of motion for the circle. And now, a little quicker, up, down again. Hips are mostly still. Reverse, other leg in front. And now, in the horizontal plane. And reverse, elbow up, breathing. And back to the figure eight back. Feeling grounded. A lot of belly dance and Middle Eastern dances have a low center of gravity through the pelvis, so you feel really rooted through the heels and connected to the floor, but also very awake to any sensations in the pelvis. Back to our hip shimmy. Here we go. Big hip movement. Floating the arms up. And again, inhale. And open. Let's try the twisty shimmy. So straighter legs, lots of jiggle, and add the arms for fun. It's not easy to do both things at once necessarily, but it can work. Now we'll alternate hips, hips with the arms up and down, and twist, twist with the arms up and down. Back to the hips, holding here, a little bigger. And last round, big hip movements. And open back and take a pose. Okay, so we've So let's try a little more of the sweat and shimmy drill from our sweat and shimmy class series. We're going to roll one hip forward and back, round, 2, 3. Let's try the other side. Point the toe, extend the leg, 2, 3. With a smile, again, open your back, open the chest, and reach the arms wide. And other side. Now let's add a level change. We're going to go up and down. Just a little level change. Pinching at the waist, really working the obliques. Good. Once more, open the back. Other side. And if you want, add a little shimmy. Up, down, up. Just try. Up. And again, up. And now we're going to step back together, back together, back in place together, chest up, a little faster. Here we go. Step, 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 arm up, chest up, look, look. Good, now try it with the shimmy. Back. Keep the shimmy steady if you can. Step, step, step. Hip accent, accent, shimmy, accent again, shimmy. Back to the roll, up, down, up, other side. Now adding, again, the shimmy, up. Should make you laugh a little if it's difficult, especially. Up. And up. Back to the step, back, 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 arms. Accents, hips, hold. This is your break, take a breath. Shimmy. Let's try just one round quickly. Up. Other side, up. Again, up. Pose. Woo. Okay, so we had a little mini belly dance practice. And in the spirit of Sahara Dance, it's really important that we practice in a way that helps us to enjoy our bodies, whatever shape they're in. So we're going to take a quick cool down. But before we do that, bring your hands to your belly and give your belly some love and unconditional friendliness. And then bring your hands up to the chest. Breathe in, draw the shoulder blades down, allowing the heart center to stay open. And grab the base of your skull, pulling up just a little, getting a little traction through the back of the neck and length. Now let's take a breath in and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Good. Hopefully the body's a little warmer so we can lengthen the muscles, draw the shoulder blade down the back, lift out of the bendy side of the ribs, get strong and long through the core, opening the side body, keep the belly engaged and stretch a straight arm back, palm down, opening the front of the armpit, other side. Pull the belly into the spine, draw the shoulder blade down the back, lift up out of the ribs. Really lengthen through the crown of the head, open the side of the body, and then keep the belly engaged, reach back. Good. And now just in case we overextended through the low back, we're gonna contract the low belly muscles, pulling the belly button back to the spine to release any tension in the low back, and actively pressing through the palms without rounding the shoulders or the chest. One more time, contract the low belly, and press. And then keep a slight engagement through the low belly. Interlace your fingers, soft knees, roll your shoulders down and back, lift the hands, lift the chest slightly, breathe in and open the chest. And then exhale. And let's take a forward fold. So coming up, breathing in, bend the knees and melt all the way down. And just keep your knees soft, shake out the head and the neck, letting the spine decompress, shake out the shoulders. And walk your hands gently toward one leg, pulling the torso toward the knee. And then to the other side, gently pull the torso toward the knee. Back to center, bend both knees, rounding up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet together. And here at the studio, if we were dancing all together in person, we would hold hands and send out some good energy, take in some good energy, and do a closing gratitude practice where we breathe in. So breathe in with me, happy to be healthy, alive, and able to dance, carving a feminine figure, enjoying all our shapes just as our bodies appear in this moment. Give yourself a hug for making time to try new movement, and then smile at anybody who may have danced with you or made this possible, and give yourself a hand for showing up. And please join us for online classes. We have both live streaming classes via Zoom and pre-recorded classes that you can do anytime. You can join us and find us at saharadance.com, Sahara like the desert, or online and Facebook, Sahara Dance at Facebook or Instagram. And we hope that belly dance will be a way for you to find new friends and find new ways of enjoying your body and learning a little bit about Middle Eastern and North African music and culture. Thank you.